Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, just get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, Coach Hodge, at checkout, and you actually get $20 off your tickets. And this is for first-time orders only, so a little hack. If you guys have used SeatGeek before, just like making a new account, you still use the code Hodge, saves $20 off any ticket for any event in the entire world. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to kick this off with the first only news story of the day. It's about the King of the Ring tournament. So they're doing the King of the Ring as well as the Queen of the Ring tournament. This is going to be the premium live event happening over in Saudi Arabia. So currently they're doing tournament matches, right? You can have tournament matches for a tournament. Shocker. But nonetheless, they have to have so many different matches for this tournament that they actually don't have the time. Like normally you would do this, like on your weekly show. You do this on Raw, you do this on SmackDown. But actually this tournament, they're doing so many, they don't have space. So they're actually having to force to have these matches on house shows, on WWE live events, which if you don't know are like WWE shows that are just for the crowd there live who bought a ticket to come see the show. And it's not on TV in any manner. So they're actually doing that. That's crazy. House shows are actually getting interesting matches that are going to develop into like a storyline and develop into this tournament. So that's really kind of unheard of, really cool. And if you plan on going to like a WWE live event this next week, I guess, you're going to get some really cool matches that were initially intended to be, on Raw and SmackDown. Like, how cool is that for the price of a WWE house show ticket? All right, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, that is the only confirmed news story to talk to you guys about today. So it is now that time. Go and get your juice boxes out. Get your juice boxes ready, because it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. All right, the first rumor of the day. So this is going to be a very broad topic that we're going to talk about through multiple rumors. But let's just kick this off. It's kind of about TKO, the parent company that bought the WWE. If you don't know, the WWE is no longer the WWE. It is no longer run by itself. It's no longer separate. I like to think like they just have a parent company, like someone else provides the money, and then WWE is just running as its own company. But it's becoming apparent that that's not the case. The case is that Triple H is the head creative, and he gets to make creative decisions, which is great. We have the best creative ideas, the best storylines we've had in literally years. It's absolutely wonderful, and Triple H is doing a great job. But outside that little Triple H creative box, it's completely being run by TKO. From where the shows are going to be, to contracts, to everything. So basically, this rumor is about WrestleMania 41. Of course, we all know WrestleMania 41 is going to be in Las Vegas next year, 2025. So that's cool, but the front runner wasn't Vegas. The front runner was literally another city entirely. It was Minneapolis, Minnesota. So why didn't they get the show? Apparently, this was a TKO decision. This is directly from the heads who put in the bid from Minneapolis. They said WWE told them they have a new direction from new change in ownership, and they decided to go with Vegas. So this is going to lead into the next part of this little rumor, and it's saying the way they're selecting all WrestleMania future locations is by money. It's not by what's best for the fans. It's not about what fans want the most. It's not about having a new place every year. It's all about money. And by money, I mean what city is going to pay them to have WrestleMania there. Like, it sounds crazy, but believe it or not, the cities actually do pay the WWE to have the show there because it provides so much more money for the local economy, and their local government brings in so much tourism dollars and whatever the heck else. Because tourists usually do a lot of things when they're there. They're staying in the hotels, they're eating at local restaurants, they're seeing local attractions, museums, whatever the heck. It's helping them support the economy a lot. So they'll pay the WWE so many hundreds of millions of dollars to have the show there. And apparently Vegas just wanted to pay more than Minneapolis, so Vegas got the show. And that's going to be going forward. It could be literally in like Orlando next year if they want to pay the most. It could be in New York City again if they want to pay the most. It could be in a million different places, and of all places, a city that's been mentioned a lot, that people want WrestleMania there, is London, England. And apparently the officials running WWE right now are open to having WrestleMania in London if London wants to pay more than any other city in the world. London will actually get WrestleMania. So it's kind of an exciting thing, but it's totally up to the cities and how much money they're wanting to invest to get WrestleMania. But these smaller places, they were talking about doing WrestleMania in the past. It's just not really possible anymore. All right, the next rumor is also about the whole new ownership thing, and this one's a bit of an unfortunate one. The past one, it changes, it's kind of silly, but it has a bright side too, and this one just really doesn't have a bright side. So this is all about money. The new company is different from WWE. Like WWE before, when it was privately owned, or whatever the heck we want to call it. They cared about the talent. They cared about who worked for them. They wanted to do right by everybody. But the new company is just about making money. This has been very apparent. So a legend has been released from the legend contract for absolutely no reason. Jerry the King Lawler, his contract, it didn't get released. It expired, but they chose not to sign him a new deal. And the dude's literally been employed with WWE for his entire career. Through everything, Jerry the King Lawler was signed. And they're going to start dropping more and more legends simply because they don't want to pay them for not doing anything. So when Vince was running the company, I know there's a lot of controversy about the guy. We don't want to talk about the guy. But ultimately, when he was running the company, he took care of his people. Like his people who paved the way, the legends that paved the way for today's wrestling, he took care of those people. And he said, I'm going to take care of you for the rest of your life. I'm going to make sure you always have a paycheck, you're always taken care of, and you never have to worry about anything else in your life because you've done so much for me and my company. I want to make sure you're always paid. And one of those people was Jerry the King Lawler. But now that the company's been sold, Vince, of course, has no say in that, and they basically told Jerry the King Lawler, that kind of sucks for you. If you don't have any money, I guess you're just going to have to go get a job because it really sucks because we're not paying you for anymore. So, I'm sure the higher up legends, like The Undertaker or Shawn Michaels or who have you will still get that money in the legend contract. But the smaller people, and as time goes on, we tend to forget how big of a role some of these people even had just because it's been so long ago. But it really sucks, and it's just really crazy saying that. They had a handshake agreement with Vince saying, I'll take care of you for the rest of your life or whatever. Vince sells the company now. The new company says, yeah, that kind of sucks because we're not paying you anymore. So that just really sucks. They're just not re-signing people to Legends contracts anymore, which, it's silly, it's stupid, and it's just to make a little more money so they don't have to pay all the money out. That just really sucks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the final story, the final thing we talked about inside this episode of WWE News Rumors. Let's get off about the negativity. I don't like being negative. I don't want to be doing that. I just think they should be taking care of the legends, and maybe we should give the fans more what they want for WrestleMania locations instead of just doing the same city because other cities have more money to spend than other cities. It's kind of silly and all that kind of thing. So let's get off the negativity. Let's talk about some creative, fun stuff. Let's talk about something that's exciting. Let's talk about brand new WWE faction. So brand new WWE faction based off of Bray Wyatt. So of course, Bray Wyatt, rest in peace. Can't believe the guy's no longer with us. One of the greatest minds in all of professional wrestling. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Future Hall of Fame inductee. And also, build an actual Hall of Fame, WWE. Build a Hall of Fame museum. Because I want to go in there and see all the stuff and just charge admission. Just have a museum. So many other sports have a Hall of Fame museum. I want that. And Bray Wyatt needs to be the centerpiece of that thing. Of course, with all the other people who paved the way. But anyway, his brother Bo Dallas is going to continue where Bray actually left off. So there was a rumored faction. They were doing the Wyatt 6 thing. It was going to include his brother Bo Dallas with some other call-ups from NXT. So I don't know what this faction's going to be called now that Bray's no longer with us. But all we know, we have a little Easter egg stuff pointing to this faction, and they've re-signed some people, get some people lined up, and we actually have the names now for this faction. I have the names of the people who apparently are going to be involved in this faction. So in this brand new faction, the Bo Dallas is going to be running. We're going to have Bo Dallas, of course. We're going to have Dexter Lumis. We're going to have Joe Gacy. We're going to have Nikki Cross, finally getting something good for her. And we're also having Eric Rowan. Oh, they're bringing back an OG. We got a Wyatt family member, an original Wyatt family member. This is absolutely wonderful. And I can't wait to see what it's going to do. It has the potential to be one of the greatest factions in the history of the WWE, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do. So there you guys have. That's actually going to do for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories, rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I am your one and only undisputed king of vlog style, Brandon Hatch, and I will see you guys in the next video.